with Sasuke as a distraction. I always pride myself for not being selfish, foolish, but I thought that just for this moment, I could be without consequences. And I could enjoy this moment with Soku. But that will came crashing down when I finally checked the time my face goes pale. Well, taller than usual. Huh, what's wrong? Oh no, do you see the time? So Susuke gives me a dumbfounded look before checking his phone. 8 p.m. Oh yay, we've been here for a while, huh? I whip around to look out the window. Of course, I just had to forget to pay attention to them. It's dark. I need to get home. I stand up so abruptly that my seat makes a horrible screeching sound against the hard floor, so Susuke flinches and covers his ears. I don't have the time to apologize. I turn my head and dart out of the restaurant without bothering to grab anything more than my bag and my phone. The fox plush I completely forgotten. I ignore any strange looks that other diners give me. I'm used to it by now. I need to get home now. It's not often that I run around in the dark. For monsters especially, the really bad ones are the creepiest I'm actually worried about. Most of the demon monsters and ghosts are deterred by my charms, but the really powerful ones don't care about my puny handiwork. I can see something right now, howling about to keep my distance, but try not to stray too far. Kissed path to home, but all these obstacles are not making it any easy. Trip home should take 10 minutes, stretches on to 30, and my stress levels only get worse and worse. Finally, I burst through the door. It's quite empty and dark. Mom and Dad should be back by now, Mel. Should be back right now. Pull out my knife from my bag and hold it in my hand. Take a step forward, then another until I reach the lights switch and flick it on. Nothing happens. I shift the knife to one hand and use the other to take out my phone and then turn on the flashlight. I flick the lights all around the living room, searching for any shadows or figures. Nothing. Creep forward until I reach the stairs and shine my light up them. Still nothing. I take the stairs one by one, pausing every few steps to wait. Listen, I don't dare call out yet. No. Where are you? A few more steps, then a few more. My heart slams against my chest harder and harder as I get close to our shared room. I turn on the handle and open it. And as I slowly push the door open, I see the things I dread most. I drop my phone so that I can grip my knife with both hands. In front of me is a sight I know all too well. Almost the exact same sight I saw 13 years ago when Mel was sick, and similar to all of the other times I caught that abomination at her bedside, about to do whatever torture it does. Its form is always different, but I never fail to recognize it. Usually, any close calls I have happened to be right before that thing does anything to my sister, but Mel is pale as a ghost, face crunched up, and it's the same way that it was 13 years ago. Step away from my sister! The thing turns around, and my breath catches. That that as a let my fear show. Its appearance is strongly feminine, but I know it's no woman. Its mouth winds up in a twisted smile, and its eyes are void of life or feelings. Worse, stringy hair from every other hair follicles, but is most creepy is its long, spindly limbs and winding neck. Finally turns to me. It stretches its neck out until its face is right in front of mine. Its head is at most twice as big as my head. There's a faint feeling buried deep down that tells me I should run, but I don't. I simply narrow my eyes and point my knife at its face. For before I had the chance to speak to this creature, to enlighten soul, adamant about targeting my sister, to learn why seeing it once caused me to start seeing monsters that other people can't see. This time it's going to be different, maybe, just maybe. I can't leave it to leave us alone. Speak. Speak, ninja. The thing stares at me, unblinking. Its mouth opens and speaks in a screechy, gooey voice that sounds like several voices at once. Child, your persistence amuses me. I clench my teeth. The longer I look at this thing, the bolder I feel. I step forward, blade pressing the tip of my knife to its forehead. Don't press deep enough to draw whatever it is that reads, not yet. Of course it does. And sure, this whole thing is just one big joke to you, huh? Instead of flinch or react at all to me pressing my knife to its skin, it just licks its lips and then speak again, not even bothering acknowledging what I just said. Getting annoying. The girl is mine now. She is due. You stay away from her, you demon. He has done nothing to deserve any of this. I am no demon. I am a spirit. Shin, I don't care. Shin, because guess what? No matter how many forms you take, no matter how many times you come from hell, and no matter how many monsters you send after I have, and always will protect her from you. Jin goes silent for a moment before it starts doing something you can only assume is some kind of laughter. His whole body it's already large. Smiley seems to get larger as it hacks out a laugh after a laugh. The sound is bone chilling and I stumble back step. Where Shin finally stops, it moves his head even closer than before with a pathetic shout. You know not what you face. Do you really think you actually defeated me all these times? I was simply playing with you. But that's over now. Your sister is mine to take. No, she ain't. With a sucker. And with that, Shin's head began to return back to its body. Towards my sister. My sister. My heart drops to my stomach, and before I can even think, I'm charging forward. No! Call it bravery, call it stupidity, whatever it is. It hasn't changed from 13 years ago. Except for the knife in my hand, which I brandish above my head and plunder deep into Shin's skull. Stay away from her. Or I'll be shut. Practically search the world. Millions of worlds around me. Its expression is unchanging, but it's clear that this thing is angry. Its neck extends to wrap around me, holding me in place. The thing looks deep into my eyes, Wouldn't you be with your sister? That bed should be. Then his jaws unhinged, mouth open wider than I ever thought possible, and swallows me whole. My screams echo ears. When I next come to, I've been transported outside of my house, a twisted version of my house that is. It looms above me, seeming taller than usual. It's darker and intimidating, with black smoke swirling around it. The lights are off, cold and ominous. Where am I? Where did that thing take me? It takes a moment for me to get my bearings before I frantically check my person, my bag, my knife, my phone. It's all gone. Nothing left for me to protect or defeat myself, but that's the least of my worries. The last words Shin said to me before sending me to this place had to do with me being with my sister. That means she's here somewhere. I quickly glance around to get a better look at my surroundings. My house, which is typically surrounded by the homes, sidewalks, and roads, is now surrounded by a thick, dark forest, which just leaves my house as the best, easiest place to search first. So I push the door open and step inside looking forward, looking towards the stairs. She was in our room last time, so I'll check there first. At once, again try to turn on the lights, to no success. Wasting no time, I rush up the stairs and burst into our room. The charms that are usually all over the room are gone. I don't pay that any mind. It's too late for that anyways. I look towards Mel's side of the room, and just as I suspected, she's right there lying in bed. My base instinct tells me to rush to her side and make sure she's okay. But I hesitate. Where is it? It can't be this easy. I scan the room looking at every nook and cranny that I can from my current position. For the first time in years, I don't see her anything monstrous, but I know better than to let my guard down. I begin to make my way to the bed where Mel lies. When I reach her, I see that she is lying face down. I sigh in annoyance. Yes, the classic sister lying face down in bed. I bet that's when I turn her around. She's just going to be completely normal and not scary looking at all. I speak loudly, hoping to draw out Shin. I know it has to be here somewhere, but it doesn't come out. So I turn back to Mel, place my hand on her shoulder, and turn her over. I half expected to be Shin's face that I'm looking at, but I intend to see nothing. The hair, clothes, and bodies are distinctly Mel's, with her face completely wiped clean. I don't know what I was expecting, but I knew it wouldn't be Mel's normal face. Oh no, I'm so scared. Ah! I say it sarcastically, but deep down I'm trying to figure out how to help her. You were so fun. I don't cue Shin's energy from the wall. The perpetual smile still on her its face. I just want my sister back. Is this even her? Shin leans over and lays a hand on Mel's face. I jump to stop it, but before I can, it grabs Mel's head and pulls her up into a sitting position. As F, awakened Mel begins to struggle violently, arms around her head, grab at her face in Shin's hands. There's this strangled sound coming from Mel's throat, but it's muffled without her mouth. Mel! I move to sit on the bed beside her and take one of her hands in mine. Mel jumps at the sound of my voice and starts to feel my arm to my face. Hey, watch it. It's me, okay? Let me hear. Mel suddenly hits me hard, the same way she does when she's annoyed. I scoff. Mel, she's definitely acting like Mel. Punch her back. I look back up at Shin. So, are you going to let her go or not? Let her go. I can't do that. When she doesn't have her face, I narrow my eyes. I knew it couldn't be this easy. Where's her face, then? I will find it. I'll wait, but not for long. Shin's grip on Mel's head tightens, and she grows muffled. All right, don't hurt her. Tick tock. I gave the demon a look before turning around. I have to find Mel's face. This is going to be really fun, isn't it? Where do I even look first? After debating for a bit, I start with doing a general sweep of the house looking for anything out of the ordinary, but everywhere I look, they're more or less the same. It's only when I start to look closer, I begin noticing things. After searching the house top to bottom, I spot a fluffy ear from a semi-open cabinet in the kitchen. I open it fully and see the plush I brought from Mel earlier today when I accidentally left the restaurant with Shosuke, except it doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. I flinched when I first seen it, before carefully taking it into my hands. I'd recognize those eyes anywhere. The plush is almost the exact same as usual, with ears long, snout, and fluffy fur. However, its small, round, adorable black eyes are replaced with Mel's. Ew! They are white and red at the edges, and they move from side to side, never focusing on one object or staying looking in one direction. I bit my tongue to avoid yelping and shock. I stared at it for a long moment, watching in disgust as its eyes move around. I speak. What am I meant to do with this? They're attached to the plush. Then I get an idea. Though it's far from pretty. My eyes dark with the drawer where I usually keep our utensils, including the knives. I slide it open and quickly spot the knife that I always keep with me, the same one I had been missing when I first entered this nightmare. I take it in my free hand and study it. I'm quite adept at using it by now, but I had never used it anywhere near a person's eyes. The things I do for love. I press my lips into a thin line and get to work carefully, carving out each eye. I make sure to be extra careful and slow. The last thing I want to do is damage any part of Mel. Hold my breath as I press the knife into the soft, flurry plush. The knife isn't cut out for slicing stuffed animals. The process is messy. After several painstaking moments, Mel's eyes are finally free. I grimace as I carefully take them in my hand. They're moist, bit, and gooey. I fight the urge to vomit and carefully place them down on the counter. I find a paper towel to wrap them up in, then carefully tuck them in my pocket. Ew, they're warm. I get the thought before forcing myself to move to the next task. Next, the mouth. I continue searching, keeping the plush in my hand. His face is completely torn up from what I was just doing, but there's just something about it that makes me want to keep it with me. Soon enough, I see another thing off about the house. I'm in the living room. A painting that used to have flowers now has a mouth. I go up to it and lift my knife once more, thinking I will have cut out yet another part of Mel's face. But as I press the tip of the blade to the painting, it suddenly transforms into a window. Huh, weird. Through the window, there was a long hallway filled with paintings. But instead of seeing the flowers or mouths in them, I see portraits of Mel, all without a face. That is, except for one. All the way at the very end, there is a portrait with yet another portrait of Mel. She has no eyes, but she does have a mouth that's moving open and closed. That must be it. I climb through the window into the hallway and head straight to the painting at the very end that has Mel's mouth. As I brush by each painting, I watch them closely, expecting to come alive, either now or later. As I reach the last painting, I bring my knife up to the edge. The painting doesn't change or disappear this time, so I punch the paper and begin cutting. This time it's much easier. Once I have the mouth, I turn back toward the window, and just as I suspected, all the paintings come alive. At least 10 different faces. The smells began climbing out of the paintings, including the one I had cut the mouth out of. I don't waste a second longer and run straight towards the window. The milk clones suddenly climb over each other as they desperately try to grab me. One grabs me by the end of my shirt and yanks me back just as I am about to escape. Early on her, I lift my foot and kick her hand right where her nose should be. Get off! She lets out a muffled cry and falls back, and I take the opportunity to escape through the window. I then run to the stairs, but pause briefly to look back. Ain't no time to be looking back. Somehow, after I climb out the window, it transformed back into a normal painting. How could this be? I don't dwell on it much longer though, as I have a task to complete. I go up the stairs and re-enter my room. Shin is gone, but Mel is still there, feeling and crawling around on the ground. I sigh in relief when I see her. There she is, safe. Crouch down beside her and take her hand in mine. Before I can open my mouth to tell her that it's me, starts to struggle and kick wildly. It's me. It's me. Relax. Stay still. Mel goes still as I requested. Alright, let me see if I can figure this out. I reach into my bag and first take out Mel's mouth. I look between the facial features of my hands in her empty face. Then I tentatively press her mouth to where her mouth is supposed to be. Stays on fixing itself in place. Soon as it's done, Mel speaks. Amelia? My heart feels the relief as I finally hear my sister's voice again. Yes, it's me. Well, while I fix your eyes too, I mentally scrambled to get out Mel's eyes and fix them on her face. When they were in place and she blinks at me, I pull her into a hug. Thank goodness. I'm here now, Mel. doesn't hug me back, but she does shove me back. I quickly press my hand to the ground to steady myself. Shoo! Mel, a surprised look. What? What's wrong? What's wrong? What was that all about? What did you do to me? Her eyes widen and it takes a moment before I register what was just said to me and how angry she looks. What are you talking about? Didn't do anything. I couldn't see. I couldn't talk. How do you explain that? What you yelling at me for? My mouth drops open. Don't tell me she thinks I did this to her. There was a monster, some kind of demon. The same one I've tried telling you about these past 13 years. You finally believe me now. Believe you, Amelia. I am sick and tired of this. Mel stands up abruptly, glaring daggers at me. I just stare into her shock. How is she still not getting this? Let's talk about demons and spirits and whatever. They aren't real. What just happened? How you couldn't talk? You didn't feel your head being grabbed. You didn't hear the creepy voice I was talking to you. Voice I was talking to. I didn't forget. I did feel that. And I did hear the voice. But then I would believe that it was some kind of demon. How would I even do all that? I don't have three hands, and so idiotic has to have a conversation with myself with two different voices. I don't know. Maybe it was that idiot friend of yours. He was probably in on it, grabbing me doing silly voices. I don't know. Probably to get out of harassing poor vulnerable young woman. Eyes lit up with anger. Now she's running social scare into this. This is between her and me, Naya. Don't you dare accuse him of that. And it's not even possible. Do you think I ripped out your eyes and mouth out of your skull? What are you even talking about? I don't know. What you did? You did something. You could have grabbed me, blindfolded me, for all I know. Do you expect me to believe that Mom and Dad did this? It was a demon. Listen to me for once. As well, clenching my hands at my side. By now I am long used to Mello rating me, but after everything I just went through for her, she repays me by insulting me and insulting my friend. I am sick and tired of this. And you think I'm not? At first you were just being annoying with your stupid rambling about demons and littering all over the room, but now you're downright harassing me. Look around you, Mel. Can't you see that this house isn't right? We're in a demon world right now.